Greetings, this is Kenyatta Auset, and this is the wealth reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. This is the wealth reading for March 2022 for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? So we're going to see what the energy is for you as it pertains to your wealth right now. This is a general reading, so take what resonates with you, kindly leave the rest for somebody else. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, check your other placements. If not, we'll catch you the next go round. But it's all about the money, all about the coins. My cards are new, so shuffling. I'm still breaking the cards in for shuffling. If you want to watch the shuffling, that's fine. If not, you can fast forward through this. Alrighty. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. For all the Cancers watching this now, I tend to come up with songs. Oh, speaking of songs, let me mention that I have a co-reader. She's a little person that just does what she wants, and she's not in the room right now, but she's somewhere in this house, and you might hear her from time to time, which means she is co-signing whatever it is that I'm currently talking about in the reading. You know, she's pretty good at what she does, I'm not going to lie, just to warn you. She's the reason that I come up with songs off the cuff. I sing to her a lot, outside of when I'm recording readings, of course. All right, here we go. The energy is there. Let's see what we got going on, Cancers. All righty. All right. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. I will say this off the cuff. All right. If you have any major placements in Gemini, go listen to the Gemini reading. All right. Let me say that now because I'm seeing some of the same cards and I didn't say that with the other readings, and I'm not going to re-record, but everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. Right? Right. Alrighty. So the energy of where you are right now is joy. All right. So that's number one thing right here. As it pertains to your money and your wealth, you have some joy going on right now. That means you have some money coming in, some offers, something has sparked you to be in a joyous place about your finances. All right. If you're a Cancer that's not feeling joyous for any in any way, form, or fashion about your wealth, prosperity, and finances right now, then I'm going to say this reading is not for you, because this is the energy of this reading. This is the energy of where you are. So whoever is in this joyous place as a Cancerian, this is your reading. It's pretty simple. Joy. Joy. It's the number 47, which is then the number 11, a master number. Okay. Joy. If you look at the picture, it's joy. That's all I'm gonna say. Joy. You have joy as it pertains to your finances and your wealth and your prosperity right now for the March of 2022. It can be intuitively that you have joy. I don't care what it is that's inspiring the joy, but you're in a joyous place as it pertains to your wealth. Okay. The energy that's coming in is the energy of steadfastness. All right. And it's the number 32. Reduces down to 5. 5 number change. I've been seeing a lot of 555s in the readings I've been doing today. So there's a lot of change going on for everybody. And a lot of it has to do with the planetary movements. Venus, which is the planet of love and also values. It ties to money. You know, a lot of people don't talk about that unless you're a true astrologer. It ties to money and getting financial things in order. She clears her shadow at the end of this week from being in retrograde. So a lot of things financially starting to move forward. Mercury cleared this shadow the other week. All planets are moving forward. There are no planets in retrograde right now. So things are moving forward. So steadfastness. Steadfast is the energy that's coming in. I'm going to pull out my book and see what it says. Like I said, it's a new deck, so I'm still learning. Like when I say it's a new deck, I haven't had this deck a week yet. So this card pretty much saying is not to be wavered back and forth or be moved by circumstances that are surrounding you at the time. Okay, so I love the energy of this card, especially as it applies to wealth, finances, and prosperity. Okay, because this is the energy that's coming in. You're in a place of joy. All right, you're in a place of joy. And if you understand the universal law of attraction, also known as the universal law of vibration, you understand that it is a law that does not turn on and turn off. It is a law. Let me put both of these up while I'm talking about I already can see it's about to get in preacher mode. It is a law that is continuously working, like the law of gravity. We can't turn gravity on and off. We know gravity is always working, so we consciously use gravity to our advantage and work with gravity, such as build things to go on the floor as a table or anything we want to stay on the floor. We build it and put it on the floor. We know it's going to stay there because gravity says so. And the law is absolute. It happens that way every time. Gravity doesn't change. There's nothing new that gravity shows us. We don't throw a ball out and then it just suspends into the air. Gravity is going to pull it down. It's absolute every time. The law of vibration, also known as the law of attraction, is absolute every time. What you vibrate is what comes back to you. Okay? If you're in this place of joy, this is where you're vibrating. That energy is going to come back to you. So what Spirit is saying is the energy that's coming in is being in a place of steadfastness is not to be shaken from this joyous vibration no matter what's happening around you. And it doesn't have to necessarily happen to you because as Cancers in a water sign, you pick up on vibrations, you pick up on energies, and you can feel energy. Okay, and sometimes that energy throws you a little off balance, and now you're not as joyous as you was because somebody else around you is not joyous, or your pet's not happy, or your friend is not happy, or your mom or dad, or anybody that you care for deeply, or even your plants. They aren't happy, so then now you sacrifice your happiness because of them. No, you keep your vibration and don't waver. Do not waver. Steadfast, okay? Stay in this no matter what's going on around you. Don't allow it to shake you, okay? Because when we're talking about the law of vibration, it's not about what's happening around us. It's about what it is that we're creating. So right now, whatever's happening around you is been created from the past. It's been created from thoughts and vibrations of the past. So if you look at your circumstances and change your joyous vibration, then now you're about to change what's going to come in for the future. No, we don't want that. You stay in a joyous place despite of, okay? You have faith, you have joy, you have good vibrations in spite of. The best example of that is the story of Job from the Bible, okay? If you don't know the story of Job, I'm going to sum it up really quickly because I don't want to go into it. But Job had faith like no other, okay? Job went through some challenging things. People tried to tell Job to curse God, don't believe in God, don't have faith anymore, blah, blah, blah. Your life is falling apart. Why do you still believe God? And Job's like, no, I know God. I know God. God is going to be here for me. God is looking out for me. I'm going to be well. And in the end, God blessed him immensely and gave him way more blessings than he had in the beginning. And just like any story I would tell, whether it's from the Bible, whether it's a Hindu story, whether it's a Greek story, whatever story I tell, it's the symbolism, okay? I do not want to get into the nuances of religion or spiritual systems. Let's keep it very general and accept the message, okay? Let's accept the message from the story. So the message is not to be shaken. Don't do any back and forth. Stay in your joyous energy. If you can't energetically stay in this energy, change your environment. Don't talk to the people that you need to talk to. Those people that are shaking you. Those things that will get you off kilter. You know what they are. Okay? You know what they are. We don't need you to waver. Stay in this vibration because as long as you're staying in this vibration of joy, you are going to bring in prosperity upon prosperity plus prosperity. Okay? So what does that mean? In the creative process, This is the creative process is how we use the law of attraction consciously, okay? The first step is to ask. The second step is to believe. And the third step is to receive. You've already asked for what it is that you want. You already put it out there. You spoke to your angels, your creators, whoever you talk to. You already said it, okay? You already set the goal. You already asked. The universe heard you. Believe. You know that it's going to happen. You have faith. That's faith. That's just, you know what it's going to happen. It's going to come. I know it's going to come. The third step is receive. This is the step that people have a hard time with. Well, what is receiving? How do I receive? So I just receive? Well, when you're in a place of receiving, that means you're in a good vibration. That means you're in a vibration of joy. When you're in a vibration of happiness and joy, you are doing step number 3 of the creative process, okay? That means that you're in a receptive place. When we're in a good mood, we're in a good vibe, and we're happy, you know, we're willing to share, we're willing to give, we're willing to speak to people we wouldn't normally speak. We're willing to abundantly share that vibration when we're in a good mood. One of the times a year, you know, here in the United States that I feel is a good example of that energy is around Christmas time. I like the energy that is invoked in the collective around Christmas. Now, there are some people that do go into depression and things like that because they aren't with loved ones. They're feeling a little sad, etc. Right? But overall, the collective energy is people are in a good mood. You can go out and people are just like, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, hope you enjoy your family. People are sharing an abundance of good joy vibrations, okay? So when you're in that place, you're in a place to give, and you're also in a place to receive more and more and more. And because you're in that vibration, other people pick up on your energy. You know, you'll be somewhere and somebody might be like, hey, you can get in line before me, or you know what I mean, I'm gonna pay for that. Or, you know, you go through a drive-through and the person before you pays for it, and you just have these different miracles and different things that come into your life, okay? That's what happens. And when you're in that place and you see this happening where you might find money places, or you find good stuff places, or things just work out, you just start seeing things go smoothly because of your vibration, which means you're now getting closer and closer to the things that you've asked for. All right. And it's starting to line up. Okay. So the obstacle that you all are having as Cancerians is courage. All right. You need to have a little bit of courage. If you have some Leo in your chart, or you have some fire in your chart, tap into that fire. Okay. That's the beautiful thing about fire. And water signs can definitely use that passion. So if you have some of it, tap into it. If you don't, find some things that allow you to tap into fire or tap into having courage. Okay. So some of the ways that you can increase your courage and you can work through your courage and ways you can step out your comfort zone is every single day, do something that you normally wouldn't do. Say something you never normally wouldn't say. Okay. That's being courageous. Do something every day that takes you to have courage. I don't care how small it is or how big it is. If you consistently do that every day, you will knock this obstacle down without a problem. Okay. You see, Ganesh has this axe. That's knocking obstacle down, knocking things down, that's keeping you from courage. You have the lioness that are lion that Ganesh is sitting on. Okay, so he's ready. I got the lion with me. I got my whip. I got my axe. He got a tusk in his hand. He has multiple things here. He's equipped with to knock down anything that's going to keep him from his courage, and he's equipped to fight anything that comes his way, which takes courage. Instead of him running, he could run and hide, you know, and be like, "Oh, I'm scared," but no, he's like, "I'm ready." You know, that's to have courage. So how you practice having courage, how you practice increasing your courage, is to do something every day that is courageous for you. Okay, this is a personal thing. If you have a hard time figuring out what it is, get on Google. I promise you, you'll be surprised what you find in Google. Type into Google how to increase courage, how to be courageous, ways to be courageous. I promise you, you'll find a lot of different resources. Google will be your friend. Okay? Google can be your friend in a lot of ways that you have no clue. In a lot of ways. When you start having more courage, it's going to start opening your prosperity even more on top of this joyous vibration. I don't know why every time I see this card, it just doesn't click for me right away. Right? Okay. So what Ganesh is advising. This is a placement of what he's advising to you. These are Ganesh I've been talking about Ganesh, but I don't know if I mentioned that this deck is Lord Ganesh's deck. Okay, he's the god that puts obstacles before you, removes obstacles, and the god of also wealth and prosperity. So sustenance, okay, is what he is suggesting. And what this means is know that it's your birthright to receive abundance, okay? This is what he's suggesting to you. Allow yourself to enjoy the pleasures of life every day. That's another thing, okay? This is what he's suggesting. This is the obstacle. So for your obstacle, every day do something that increases your courage to get you to step out of your comfort zone to help you be more courageous. Allow yourself to experience the abundance of life every day. You know, sometimes as Cancerians, you can get too focused on the work and just too serious about some things, and you don't allow yourself to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Okay, you can get fixated on a goal. You can get fixated on emotions or what's going on with other people, what's going on with you, whatever it is. Okay, release that and be a little selfish, okay? And allow yourself to receive the joys and the pleasures of life, okay? The joys and pleasures of life. I don't care how small it is. You know what I mean? If you just went through a challenging time, right, and you had to cut back on some things and you weren't able to do some of the things you used to do, start incorporating those things into your life again. I don't care how small it is. I don't care if it's okay, now I can actually go ahead and buy my favorite fragrances or my favorite soaps or my favorite food brand, or I can start shopping back here and I can start those things because, you know, Cancerians like things of quality, and we like to wait for what it is we want. We don't just want anything, but sometimes we know, okay, we got to cut back. We'll do it temporarily. No more cutting back is what Ganesh is saying. Allow yourself to enjoy the pleasures of life. Go out to eat if you want to go out to eat. Treat yourself. Go to a movies. Plan a vacation. Whatever it is, allow yourself to enjoy the pleasures of life. Because the reality is we only have today. The future is not necessarily promised. This is all we have. Okay? It sounds like my co-signer is speaking. The outcome is achievement. You're going to achieve for whatever it is that you are wanting to achieve financially. Okay, you're going to achieve it. It's going to happen. There's nothing more straightforward than achievement. And like I said, if you have a Gemini placement in a major Gemini placement in your chart, go listen to the Gemini reading too, because they have this card in the same place, okay, in the outcome place. But achievement, you're going to achieve what it is that you're looking to achieve in terms of your wealth and prosperity. And that's all I really have to say about that. There's nothing else I need to say. It's kind of like joy. You're joyous, you achieve it. You achieve it, okay? And just one thing Spirit is let me see on this card. It's a number 42, which reduces to the number 6. 6 is a number of karma. Karma is also good. So all those good seeds that you've planted out, they're gonna come back to you, okay? 6 also represents your life purpose and being tied to your life purpose. So you're gonna achieve things as it pertains to your life purpose and your life work and your soul work. You're going to achieve it. So keep up being in the joy. Don't allow anything to waver you. Take steps every day to increase your courage. Take steps every day to enjoy life a little more, and you're gonna achieve it. Like, I haven't seen anything that's this good, and I mean, I haven't went through all the signs, but this is good energy. You know what I mean? It's simple. It's not saying you got to do a whole bunch of work. This courage card is not that bad, like, for the obstacle. This is good stuff. This is really good stuff. So enjoy your prosperity, enjoy your wealth, Cancer.